every morning, moving these chickens. It's a huge commitment, but it's worth it. Ooh, it smells garlicky in here. All this garlic we harvested, it smells super strong. It's nice.
Tying up my oregano so I can dry it on my herb branch here. So mad.
They ate all these?
Yeah. They were just starting to grow back from when the groundhog came, and they ate these down like to nothing.
Rabbits?
Yes, it was the rabbits. I saw them. I saw them and I scared them away. There was 3 large rabbits. Like, I put this cage up, but they're obviously going through these ones.
Yeah. All right, so now that we harvested our garlic, we have an empty row, and we're not growing any kale right now. We had some kale early in the season in our greenhouse, and it did really well, but it wasn't enough kale. I mean, I love kale. I love growing kale. I love having kale with everything. So that's my favorite, and kale is my favorite thing to grow. And my goal is to put kale all on this row. First we need to do is prep the garden bed. I mean, it has some weeds and some grass that we need to kind of get rid of and kind of rake it out. Here I'm just trying to dig up some of the grass and the weeds to kind of clean it up a little bit. The one tool that I thought that I would never need, or didn't realize that I actually needed it, is the broad fork. It has been an incredible tool, like just to loosen up the soil and help us with our garden, with our bed prep. It helped us to harvest our garlic. I mean, it could help us harvest our potatoes and like more of like root crops. I think it's one of the best tools that you could possibly have, in my opinion. Essentially, what I'm doing here is tilling the soil. By using the broad fork, I'm doing it in a way that's gentle. You know, it's not like an actual tiller where it's just really digging up the soil. It's digging deep, and it's disturbing the beneficial bugs and worms and all the good stuff that you want in your soil. And that's why I love this broad fork. If I had more compost, I would just pile on the compost on top of this row. But we used all our compost. I think it's, you cannot never have enough compost. But we used it all, and so I can't do that here. And so I would just direct seed right into the compost. And that's been working really well for us. But we don't have any compost. So I'm gonna have to just kind of rake it all out and then just direct seed in the soil. All right, must grow kale. I like to put the kale close together because it helps with the weed pressure. Because if it's close together, then weeds have a less likely to grow inside here. like to cover our kale and all our leafy greens with a row cover. I don't know if I have enough. All right, that looks like it should be enough. So I still have to put the row cover on. We have some time on it because the kale is not actually growing yet. We just planted it. So you have a little bit of time, but ideally you want to do it before it starts growing. You know, before the bugs figure it out. Before the bugs find the kale and the leafy greens. Because the purpose of that is to limit the bugs. We haven't seen the groundhog. We haven't seen them in a while, so which is great. But you know, we've been seeing the bunnies, the rabbits, and so Lorraine, yeah, she's determined to keep those bunnies out. And I don't know, but she kind of made a makeshift little cage here. We need to get our butchering equipment ready. Not for us. We're butchering in a few weeks. Tomorrow, I'm renting out our plucker to someone local here, and they have some chickens that they're raising for meat. They've never done it before, and so they contacted me and asked me, hey, can you come out and teach us, kind of guide them on how to butcher these chickens. When it gets real hot out and real soggy, I like moving these guys out twice a day. So I already moved them out this morning, and it's already late afternoon, and I'm gonna move them out again. And what I'm seeing is that over the years, as we're doing these chickens, I'm noticing that more and more people want to do this. More and more people are waking up to the fact of, you know, where is their food coming from? And I think we're in the very beginnings of this real food movement. A movement that I never thought that I would be a part of, but just by being here, documenting our day, showing you what we're doing, and being in this space, we are in this movement. We are in this, it's a fight. We are all in it. And I'm noticing more and more people are wanting to know how to do this, wanting to know how to raise their own pastured meat birds and grow their own food. But I'm just really thankful to be part of this, to be part of this real food movement and showing people how to grow their own food, how to butcher their own chickens in a really good, humane way, and how to raise chickens in a good way. Something that I would never thought that I would be a part of, but here I am, here we are, and I'm gonna go teach a family how to put chicken in their freezer. That's amazing for me to think about, and I'm just thankful just to be a part of that. And you know, we're just trying to live that homestead life, right? Just keep grinding, keep doing it.